Hello and welcome to K2 Watch with Amir Beg and Hassan Miraj. Today we're going to discuss about RSS. What is RSS? What does it stand for? What is the ideology behind it? But before we go to RS, I would like to ask Dr. Hassan Miraj, what is the situation in Middle East?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So thank you, Dr. Amir. Yes, our topic today is RSS, but we can of course cannot ignore what's happening in the Middle East. There's not much to say. Everybody is saying and everything is said and everybody knows everything. I would just say that anyone who has children, who has elderly parents, who has brothers and sisters, when he see those images on the television, he cannot stay asleep. He cannot sleep in the night. Same is the thing with every one of us. It is a mass murder. It is a massacre. It's a genocide. It's a war crime. It's a crime against humanity, and that it should stop. It's about human beings. It's not about Jews and Muslims or Christians. Any human being's life is precious. And that's why we see demonstrations all over the world, from Philippines to South Africa, from Indonesia to Bolivia, from Europe to America, from every part of the world, because it's about human beings. Let's try to pray and do whatever possible legally and peacefully to stop this bloodshed. There should be no Islamophobia, there should be no anti-Semitism, there should be no fascism. So let's do our best. Thank you.
Welcome. What about our topic? What is RSS?
So yes, coming to our today's topic, RSS. So RSS is a political paramilitary ideology which is based in the depths of the country of India. RSS stands for Rashtriya Sangh, and this is in Sanskrit. And this organization, which has a big influence in today's Indian politics and on Indian people, was founded on September 25th, 1925 in Nagpur by a physician, Baliram Hedgewar.
Okay, what is the ideology behind it and why did they make it?
Yeah. So the ideology behind is described as hindutva. And hindutva means Hindu supremacy. The ideologue leaders of RSS back in 1925 and even today believe that the land of India belongs to Hindus and the Muslims and Christians are infiltrators. They are foreign elements in the nation of Indians. And that the Hindus must have a supreme authority at all levels in the state of India. And the Muslims and Christians especially, they should either become Hindus, adopt completely Hinduism, or they should be expelled out of India, or they should live like second-rated citizens with no privileges. And this is not what I am saying. It is written in the books. You can Google it. You will find this history very well. So the ideology is Hindu supremacy. And that springs from the fact that they think that the Muslims ruled 1,000 years, the British ruled 100 years, and they were victimized. However, the evidence, historical evidence says that after 1,000 years of Muslim rule, India remains Hindu dominated. 80% of Hindus shows that the Muslim king never forced Indians to convert to Hinduism. Otherwise, they would have converted whole of India into majority Muslims.
At that time, it was founded in 1929. At that time, that there was a separation movements has started by Allama Iqbal and Qaid-e-Azam. So, and it was slogan that if you are Muslim, come into Muslim League. So I think, isn't it the base of formulation of this kind of ideology?
Yeah, I mean, basically, they thought that all Indians should be Hindu, or they should be following Hinduism. There's no other option. And if we further go into where did they get this inspiration, this was called the race purity and race pride. And these are the philosophies of Hitler, who in his country thought that the Jews should be eliminated because the race purity will only happen if the Jews are eliminated from the German soil. So the inspiration came from the Mussolini, from Hitler, who believed the supremacy of one race over the other. And that is what is being the ideology of RSS. And now, today, the ideology has become the political system of India.
What is the role of RSS in 1947 or before 1947, pre-partition time, and what happened after after the partition to Mahatma Gandhi?
Yeah. So RSS was never involved in War of Independence, in the independence movement. RSS was never supportive of any division of partition of India. So they didn't have any significant role played to achieve independence, because to them independence then meant that they may be partition of India, which they didn't want it. Now that is why, if you go into historical perspective, you will find that they had big time differences from Mahatma Gandhi. For example, one of the differences, there were many, but one of those about cows, how to consider cows in the society. And that's what happened. In 1948, Mahatma Gandhi was murdered by one of the lifetime members of RSS. His name was Godse, Nathuram Godse. So they did not believe in secularism. They did not believe in equality. They believed in supremacy of Hinduism, which is called hindutva. And there's a book written by Savarkar, G.D. Savarkar, who's again a founder ideologue of RSS, who wrote this book Hindutva and described what it means.
Okay, why they oppose, I'm talking about RSS people, about the constitution of India and what kind of flag they want?
So this is very interesting that they did not agree to the tricolor flag, current tricolor flag of India, because they wanted the saffron flag from Shivaji. Shivaji is a long historical Hindu king, and he had a saffron flag. And you see these days the Bjp, the Modi, and all these hindutva supporters, they wear saffron clothes, saffron scarves, and all that. So they were opposed to the tricolor flag of India, which represents secularism and equality. They wanted a saffron flag. As far as the constitution is concerned, they were also against Indian constitution. They are still against Indian constitution, because Indian constitution says that it is a secular country. It's not based on religious philosophy. So they are still against the secularism in the Indian constitution.
What is the role of Bajrang Dal and Shiv Sena in RSS? What is the relationship between BJP and RSS?
So it's a very, very important and significant question. So BJP is the front door or front face of RSS now. When RSS was formed, there were many wings of RSS. It is a paramilitary group which still practices paramilitary trainings and camps. And they had military wing, they had social wing, and they had a political wing. BJP is the political wing of RSS, and believes and shares the same ideology that RSS shares, that RSS propagates. So RSS and BJP are partners for life, and BJP comes into becoming the political face of RSS.
What did say Vallabhai Patel about RSS, and what did Rahul Gandhi say in 2009 about RSS?
So, Sardar Vallabhai Patel was the first interior minister for India and deputy prime minister. And he said that the RSS volunteers distributed sweets and were overjoyed when Mahatma Gandhi was killed. He also said that the RSS had a big role in attacking Muslims in 1947 when the independence happened and there was migration happening. So the initial leaders of India, they knew what RSS is doing, and so RSS was banned 3 times in India, but it's no more because BJP is in power. It was banned in 1947 when they attacked Muslims and Christians. They were banned when they killed Mahatma Gandhi, and they were banned when Babri Masjid was decimated by Hindu fundamentalists. Dr. Amit talked about Rahul Gandhi. In 2009, Rahul Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India, while meeting the US Ambassador Timothy Rameron, he said that RSS is a bigger threat to India than Lashkar-e-Taiba. Lashkar-e-Taiba is an organization the Indians think that is against India. So he said RSS is a much bigger threat than Lashkar-e-Taiba.
So that's why he was assassinated.
And Rahul Gandhi was also assassinated. There are some thoughts that he was assassinated because of the Sri Lanka issues, but the RSS never liked secular and politicians. Rahul Gandhi belonged to Congress, which RSS never agreed. And as we see today, Congress and BJP are two opposite ends. Congress believes in secularism, equal rights for all citizens, despite their religion differences, but BJP does not believe in it. So there's a possibility Rahul Gandhi was killed by somebody with RSS motivation.
So what does the current government say about RSS?
So it's very obvious. I would quote their statements. Prime Minister Modi in 2014 said that we will accept only Hindu immigrants from Bangladesh, which were migrating from Assam and Bengal, and we will not accept anybody except Hindus. This again correlates with the hindutva philosophy of RSS, that this country is only for Hindus, not for others. Then Amit Shah, who is next to Prime Minister Modi in the hierarchy of the BJP government affiliated with RSS, he said in 2019 that the Muslims who may be migrating from Assam and Bengal, from Bangladesh, they are termites, and we'll pick each of them and throw them in the Bay of Bengal. And then another BJP government stalwart who is also very deeply partnered with RSS and who is the Chief Minister of UP, he said that if the people don't understand the words, we will use bullets. So you can imagine these statements coming from these politicians who have ideological affiliation with RSS.
Okay, there's a historian, Christopher Jefferlot, who said something about RSS, that they are a version of fascism. So what do you say about him?
Yeah, he's a famous historian and an expert on South Asia and Indian culture. And he has reflected in his several writings that RSS is basically an Indian version of fascism, fascism propagated by Mussolini in the Italian fascist party. And he's also reflected and said that a lot of RSS supporters believe that the land of India belongs to Hindus only. So he's also reflecting the same concepts which are becoming obvious from the actions of RSS and the current BJP government.
How will you portray the violence behavior of RSS happen in India?
I mean, RSS has been involved in low-level, mid-level violence against Christians and Muslims, because these are the two minorities that they think are a danger to their ideology. Many examples are there, but the big ones, I would say, would be the massacre of Muslims in Gujarat when Modi was the chief minister. And that's why he's called the Butcher of Gujarat. And then in 2008, in Odisha, there was violence against Christians, widespread violence against Christians, and that was also promoted and managed by the RSS supporters. And then one more example is the destruction of the Babri Mosque, which was openly managed and planned and acted upon by the RSS supporters and the RSS leaders, and they openly said that this is a Hindu nation, and that comes from their philosophy of Hindu domination in the state of India.
Okay, at the end, we like to ask what is the global plans of RSS and what is the impact of the world and India?
So, just like Hitler, just like Mussolini, RSS and Hindutva have global vision because they know to dominate, you have to have global vision. So RSS has organized itself in the Western world, in USA, in Europe, and they have acted in a way that they could gain control or at least get influence in these powerful nations so that their ideology could be accepted and they are not being checked by these strong countries. So globally they are spreading. They have organizations within the US, within the Canada, within the Europe who are working to promote their ideology in a very positive and a very polite and delicate way, so that the innocent Westerners don't understand what's happening in India, and so that they would not object about their violence and human right violations which are happening in India. And they have poured in thousands and millions of dollars into these nations because Indian diaspora is rich, and the Modi government is promoting all sorts of options, including the financial, the manpower, the digital, and all options to promote their ideology abroad, so that they are not checked by these powers who if they are not influenced, they could become a danger for their ideology within India. So this is what is happening.
I always ask you at the end of our session, what is the situation of minorities in India and do you have any news?
Yeah, the state of minorities in India, as we are talking about RSS and BJP, the state of minority in India is deteriorating. There is no check within India because now the government belongs to RSS. And as I said earlier, how these top political leaders, top executives, they are lifelong members of RSS. Recently, they have they have been a very high number of Indian immigrants, illegal Indian immigrants, trying to enter from Mexico border. And this has been in the news that it has stopped for the several past years. And one of the reasons quoted is that the minorities in India are so much harassed, and they are so much under stress that there is a load of illegal immigration from India into US through Mexico border. Secondly, there are Indian ministers who are using the hate speech within India against Muslims and Christians. And lately, the authorities in India, especially in Delhi, they are warning that anybody, especially in the mosques, if any of the imams, they talk about Palestinian issue and pro-Palestinian issue, they will be prosecuted. Again, these are examples of minority prosecution in India, which keeps on going.
Thank you very much. Please keep watching. Keep watch, subscribe it, share it, and don't forget to comment. We'll bring another episode next time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Dr. Hassan Miraj.
Thank you, Dr. Amir.